State Marco Rubio is in Saudi Arabia. He is leading high-stakes talks on the future of both Gaza and Ukraine. Earlier today, he sat down with the Saudi Crown Prince. Tomorrow, he'll start discussions with top Russian officials on the conflict in Ukraine. So let's bring in Dr. Jon Altman. He is the director of the Middle East program at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Thank you for joining us today. First off, we know Rubio says Ukraine will have to be involved in talks, but Zelensky says he didn't even know these talks were happening. So at what point do they get involved and get invited to the table?
Well, what the Trump administration has said is involved means we've been talking to the Ukrainians. We'll continue to talk to the Ukrainians. The Ukrainians are terrified that compromises are going to be made, deals will be made. They won't be in the room. They want to be in the room. This is something that we've seen a lot. We've seen it with the Iran nuclear deal. When countries feel that their security is at stake, they want to be in the room, not briefed about what happens in the room where the deals are made.
Of course, and that's completely understandable. We know there are reports out there that the Trump team would like to see an agreement reached by Easter. Do you think that is a realistic goal?
I have a hard time imagining that they can get a deal by Easter. The other challenge is, I think when you set a deadline like that, that gives the Russians something to play against. It makes you seem impatient. It gives them a chance to hold off. I would be surprised if we have a good deal by Easter. The danger is we have a bad deal by Easter because we're trying to meet an artificial deadline.
Right. So the big takeaway you're saying here is don't rush things and just let them play out. I also want to ask you about the president's plan to take over Gaza, because this is also expected to come up this week. What do you think will come out of that sit down that Rubio held with the Saudi Crown Prince earlier today?
Now, I was in the Middle East earlier this week. There's a lot of discomfort with what the president's talked about with Gaza, the idea of signing away what a lot of Arabs see as Palestinian rights, with very unclear outcomes. And I think there's another problem of what it does to Israeli domestic politics. Do you empower voices in Israel that continue to move Israeli politics very hard to the right as Israel recovers from the trauma of October 7th? I would imagine that what Rubio met with the foreign minister has Faisal bin Farhan. He has been the leading Saudi voice criticizing the Trump plan. I think the big question that the Trump administration has is, will the Crown Prince actually stand by that sort of dismissiveness, or is there a quiet conversation going on where the Crown Prince said our relationship with the Trump administration with the United States is bigger than that, and that's something we'll be willing to give a lot of leeway on. That's something a lot of people in the Arab world are increasingly concerned about.
And we just got new reaction from Senator Richard Blumenthal on sanctions for Iran. Let's listen into that, and then we'll get back to you for reaction on the other side.
Pressure works. The Prime Minister emphasized to us how important strengthening and enforcing the sanctions are to deterring and weakening Iran. The United States can send a message to Iran. The president said that if there wasn't a release of hostages, there would be hell to pay. Now, Iran ought to be the one to pay hell.
So, John, your reaction to what we just heard there?
It feels to me all the signs are that the Iranian government is in very tough economic straits, political straits. They had electricity cuts because they can't power their generators. The president of Iran is looking for some sort of deal. It's not clear he actually has decision-making power. It's not clear that the people who do the things that bother us in Iran are willing to talk. They have seemed interested in exploring it. I think from a Trump administration perspective, now is the time for patience. There is an openness to a negotiation, but the negotiation in the Trump administration view will be on American terms, not on Iranian terms. And I agree here, patience also is going to pay off for the American side.
Okay. Dr. Jon Altman, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate your time.